Yeah. Hey, I got them starstruck. They watching my moves, I got them starstruck. Out here breaking the rules, I got them starstruck. I got nothing to lose, so I'm letting it loose. Out here paying my dues, I got them starstruck.
Welcome to the first Football Friday night of the 2024 season. I'm Adam Solomon. With me is Tony Quach, Dylan Tyson, and we're ready to roll.
Man, I'm jealous. You guys got a taste last night with some football action on Thursday? Really?
Yeah, 3 games last night, 5 of our local teams in action, not to mention a couple of marquee wins, a couple of Play of the Week candidates.
Ooh, can't wait.
And we're hoping for a lot more contenders for that Play of the Week come this weekend. And here tonight, first up, back to Spartan Stadium we go. Shawnee beat LCC on Thursday. Tonight, Lima Senior takes the field. In comes Piqua. The Spartans will look to build on their 9-win season in 2023. First quarter we go, Lima Senior driving. Janaeus Hall drops back, looking left, pressured to his right, throws across his body to Isaiah Boog Wilson, who finds the edge and finds pay dirt. 6-0 there. The 2-point conversion worth showing. Watch this. I believe that's the swinging gate formation. Not just that, though, the double pass and the one-handed grab by Keon Smith in the back of the end zone. It's 8-0. To the second we go. Tie game at 8. Hall going to the air again. Smith is on the receiving end yet again. This time for the touchdown out in the flats. Another 2-pointer puts us at 16-8. Lima Senior up 18-16 now. Hall drops back across the middle of the field. He goes to Wilson, who finds a seam for 6. Piqua can't keep up in this one. Spartans win it 35-20.
Man, Lima Senior looking primed to run it back in the Toledo City League. One of those teams in Allen County tonight. D2 Scott heading to D6 Allen East. Guys, TCL teams 3-25 in non-league play last year. The Mustangs taking full advantage. Late first half, Bulldogs throw up a contested ball. Ethan Hirschberger strips it away from the receiver. He's heading the other way. Nobody between him and the end zone. And holy Toledo, Mustangs have a 46-6 lead. Scott's desperate for answers before the break, but Jacob Pinks and Braylon Paxson tag team the strip sack. Bulldogs fall out, however, and the score holds at halftime. Second team offense on the field now. How about sophomore QB Keegan Jones on the scramble? Finds an opening, hurdles a man on his way to the first down. They might be coming off a down year, but Allen East, statement first win, guys, 46-12. And just across the border, a classic Hardin County rivalry, Ada against USV. A matchup decided by just 2 points last season when the Bulldogs pulled out the win before finishing just 3-7 compared to the Rams at 8-3. Both offenses stall early mid-first. Maddox Underwood, though, hitting Mason Thompson over the middle. The senior-to-senior connection will pay dividends as the tight end turns upfield for a 41-yard pickup, stepping out inside the 30. But on fourth down, USV with no such luck. Colton Dicer pressuring and coming up with the drive-ending sack. Ada, however, unable to capitalize on offense, so we go to the second. Underwood out to his right. Ryan Roberts open on the post. He's making a push for the pylon. Steps out at the 1, but no worries. Roberts goes back to the ground and punches it in next play. 8-0 Rams after the 2-pointer. So now, Ada taken to the skies. Levi Green hits Trevor McGee on the toe tap catch, and the Bulldogs are in rhythm. They pull off a 15-14 come-from-behind win in the final seconds.
Let's go to the scoreboard now. Bluffton at Benjamin Logan. No contest here. A 50-3 Pirates win. Dixie at Perry, where the Commodores roll 33-3. Bryan at Van Wert. Elsewhere, Cougars with the rivalry win. Not much of a game, 48-8, while the Salina Bulldogs make short work of Columbus South, 55-13. Elsewhere, Eastwood at Kenton. Wildcats fall by field goal, 38-35. Delta at Ayersville. Pilots didn't have enough tonight, 54-6. Delta is your winner there. Back to the WBL we go. You knew we'd be at the game on my first Football Friday night. We had to be there, Tony.
Of course, Adam. It's a tale of two tastes between St. Henry and St. Mary's. The Rough Riders are led by fourth-year head coach Bo Fry, while the first-year skipper Josh Wehrling looks to usher in a new era of Redskin football. These two teams collide in our Football Friday Night Spotlight Game.
Tonight's Football Friday Night Spotlight Game is brought to you by Citizens National Bank.
Last season's showdown between these two teams saw the Redskins defeat the Rough Riders in shutout fashion, 17-0. So you know this time around St. Mary's is out for some revenge. Starting off in the first, Cohen Mabry takes the handoff. He'll head straight into your living room with this run. 9 yards later, the Rough Riders lead 6-0. Jumping ahead to the second, the Rough Riders will continue their run game. This time, it's Dominic Osborne with a 34-yard strike. And after that drive, St. Mary's goes up by 12. The Redskins are looking for an answer, and St. Henry finds one in the form of a 2-yard TD by Charlie Waring. The Skins now trail by 5. But the Rough Riders will not be denied. Osborne finds the score, 193 yards and 3 touchdowns for the senior tonight. And St. Mary's opens up with a victory as they avenge their loss from a year ago, 33-14. Meanwhile, the LB Eagles open up their season on the road against the OG Titans. The Titans look to improve from a 1-9 outing in 2023, while the Eagles are coming off a 9-2 season last year. Picking up the action after the break, the Eagles are up 21-0. Trevin Lee drops back and launches it over to Zach Elkirk, and the Toledo commit hauls it in. Just like that, the Eagles are threatening once again. On 3rd down and 11, LB is just outside the red zone, and Lieb looks for a target, and he finds his friend, Demetrius Chapman, and the freshman pulls it down for the 6th. That gives the Eagles a 28-0 lead in the 3rd, and they were not done yet. With 30 seconds to go in the quarter, Austin Collard will not be denied at the goal line. LB cruises to a 34-6 win.
Next up, Wapak opens their season at Harmon Field. Toledo, St. John's, Jesuits coming down I-75. First quarter we go this game. Caleb Moyer keeps the snap right up the gut. He goes 7-0 home team. Still in the first, Wapak has the ball near the 25-yard line, fresh off of a blocked punt. Moyer to Caden Page behind the defense. 14-0. Now Wapak really has the pedal to the metal here. Moyer deep again, this time to Grant Stauffer on the other side of the field. There he is, 21-0. Toledo St. John's would get on the board eventually, but Wapakoneta maintains their lead and is 1-0, a 35-21 final score. Wayne Trace at Fort Recovery. Indians hold them off 20-6. Marion Local at Linton Stockton, Indiana there to open the season. More of what you expect from the defending champs, 45-6. Minster at Fort Laramie. Elsewhere, Wildcats pull away from Fort Laramie 49-21. Milton Union at Versailles. Tigers shut them out 33-0. Anna at Indian Lake. Rockets take flight to the tune of 37-0.
So guys, if you're keeping track at home, the MAC is 5-1 so far tonight. We got the other 4 games for you after the break, including a rematch of a big-time upset from last year. Bath and New Bremen. Catch the highlights when Football Friday Night returns.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night, and we get right back to it. A big game for many reasons in Coldwater tonight.
The Cavs were just 1 win away from playing against Valley View in the D6 state semifinal, but now Coldwater finally gets that opportunity against one of Ohio's top programs. Wow. But over the last 2 weeks, Cavalier football has garnered statewide attention for something much bigger. The Coldwater and Valley View communities came together tonight in support of the Wenning family after senior captain and all-state center Kale passed away yesterday. Wenning spent 12 days fighting for his life after sustaining head injuries in a bike accident. Staff, students, parents, the bands, and cheerleaders from both teams donned Kale's number 70. When I spoke with him for our countdown to kick off, his radiant energy made one thing clear. Winning football games for Coldwater was his purpose. And that's what the Cavs set out to do today. 2nd and 12 in the first quarter. Balin Blockberger going deep to Carson Dews. Number 7 pulls down the touchdown in Coldwater. 7-0 on the scoreboard. That's the lead. Now, Valley View breaking out the air game. But a tip ball by Mason Welsh and Aaron Kopp comes down with the INT. Cavs take over on the opposing 44-yard line. And very next snap, Blockberger looking. Caden Obringer streaking down the field, and he's wide open for the tutty. Coldwater doubles their lead, 14-0. Now, Blockberger back in control, tossing it backwards to Braxton Taylor. He works his way through the defense for a touchdown. It's 21-0 at halftime, and the Cavs shut out the reigning D5 state semifinalists 38-0.
Bath and New Bremen is where we go now. WBL MAC starting in the second half. New Bremen leads 10-6. Gavin Dickey hands off to Rogan Muther here for a touchdown. Cards up 17-6 as he runs down the sidelines, and nobody will catch him. Bath's Zach Welsh now passing to Ethan Coles. We move further in the game. This will be a touchdown. Down the middle of the field he goes. Nice over-the-shoulder catch there, and they would go for the 2-point conversion. Welsh going back to the air. They convert, just a field goal away from a tie, now 17-14 in the fourth. Cards keeping Bath at bay with the deflection. And our reporter Beth says a neato deflection and pick. Owen Rindler catches it. The Cardinals are winners 17-14.
It's year 2 in the Cole Harding era at Crestview. Tonight, the Knights bow with the Parkway Panthers, who are led by first-year head coach Brian Schmidt. The Knights have won the last 3 meetings against Parkway. In the first, the Knights start off with a strong ground game. Zayn Martin cuts through the outside, and the senior takes it in for the score. Crestview has an early 6-0 lead. The Knights are now up by 13, and they're looking for more. Braxton Leaf barrels in for the TD. Crestview has a commanding 20-0 lead after 1. In the second, Parkway needs a spark, and they get it on the first play of the drive. Ren Carpenter, look at him go. He puts on the Jets and takes it to the house for a 65-yard TD. Panthers now trail by 13, but Crestview is not slowing down. QB Bryson Penix is directing traffic, and he finds Hayden Parrott all alone in the end zone for the score. Crestview rolls to a 49-7 victory. Shifting our focus over to Delphus, it's time for the Catholic Bowl as St. John's takes on Lehman Catholic for the first time since 2017. The Blue Jays have a 4-0 record against the Cavs since 2004. Starting off in the third, Blue Jays lead 40-6. The Cavs need some life. Turner Lachey calls his own number. He's in there for the score, and the Cavs now trail 40-13. After a St. John's turnover, the Cavs get the ball right back. Jerome Pride takes it up the gut. He makes a man miss, and is off to the races. Lehman Catholic now trails by 20. Next possession goes to St. John's. The sweep jet goes to Tyler Lindemann. He takes it up the field for a nice gain of 15 yards. Then, on the next play to start the fourth, the Blue Jays feeds it to Riley Mueller. He heads inside, turns the corner. Lindemann punches in for the 6th, and the Blue Jays come out strong with a 54-27 win over Lehman Catholic.
Up next is NWCC action. Let's first take a peek at some of the scores. Corey Rawson, they're 1-0. Hornets edge out the Redskins 29-22. And Hardin Northern puts up 33, but Arlington hangs up 20 more with 53. North Baltimore gets a big win, 56-14 over the struggling Van Loo program. And Waynesfield Goshen triples up Miss Valley, 36-12.
Well, after the break, Spencerville, Leipsic, and Elida and Defiance on the road. Football Friday night returns coming up. We're back for more Football Friday night. Dylan Tyson and Tony Quach with me. I'm Adam Solomon, and we turn to Spencerville.
That's right, Adam. The Spencerville football team is coming off back-to-back losing seasons for the first time since 2010. The Bearcats look to return to prominence in 2024 under second-year head coach Kyle Koenig. Tonight, the Bearcats open up their season against the Ridgemont Golden Gophers for the second year in a row. Last season's meeting saw Spencerville come out on top, 28-12. We pick up the action in the second half. Spencerville leads 15-13. Carter Orr hands it off to Colton Grisby, and the freshman takes it in 21 yards into the end zone. Spencerville now leads by 9. Less than 4 to go in the third. The Bearcats are looking for more, but not if Lang Eden has anything to say about it. The senior takes down the QB in the backfield, and Ridgemont will take over on downs. Let's head to the fourth. The Golden Gophers are within striking distance. Jevin Henderson will take the pigskin past the goal line. Ridgemont pulls within 3. But that doesn't faze Spencerville, or gives it to Grady Smith, and the junior muscles his way in for the score. Spencerville begins the season with a 29-19 dub.
Here we go. Elsewhere, returning members of the BVC Leipsic Vikings open up their regular season at home against a familiar foe in the Lake Flyers. Last season, the Vikings pulled off the 25-19 road victory. Vikings, however, find themselves down 7 in the first quarter, looking for a spark. Jace Breck charges full steam ahead, taking it all the way to the 48-yard line, and just like that, Leipsic is in business on the same drive. Huge 4th and 8 on the 30. Mark Kirkendall finds Breck for the 20-yard connection. The senior tacks on the extra yards after the catch to move the chains and keep the drive alive. Leipsic working their way down the field now for 6 on third down, or to the 6 rather. On third down, Quinn Westhoven gets the handoff and attacks the hole up the middle for the score. Vikings will get the 2-point conversion, making it 8-7 there, but they do eventually lose 34-22. All eyes on future Georgia Bulldog Ryan Montgomery, Central Catholic two-time defending state champ, 31-game winning streak as well. Fighting Irish ball first at the Trojan 30. Anthony Sylvester, the handoff, reworked O-line for Central, looking good here. Central grabs the lead, first of 2 first-half scores for Sylvester. Not what anyone wants to see here, though. In the first, Montgomery, as we build the drama, walking off the field, he would not return. So Riley Korkos, the backup quarterback, steps in, down 14. The sophomore connects with Jacob Ragland down the seam. Ragland finds the end zone. Second quarter we go, now a 20-7 lead. Isaiah Fox is Central quarterback. And it's just things working for the Fighting Irish. Their 32nd straight win, 54-21 is your final.
Well, we saw the Toledo City League in Allen County earlier. How about Elida hitting the road to TCL territory? Bulldogs picked up a 42-6 home win in this matchup last year. Opening drive for Elida. Ryan McGew hits Amari Wash on the screen. He's got a couple of blocks, and here comes a hezzy step to make a man miss. And hold on to that ball, Amari. The Bulldogs get on the board first. Now, they've forced Rodgers into punt formation, but the snap is high, nowhere to kick it, and Cameron Kaufman brings him down. Elida sets up shop in excellent position, and McGew will capitalize, taking it himself for the score. Bulldogs get out to a 28-0 halftime lead on their way to a 40-0 shutout.
It's time for the annual River Rock rivalry game between Defiance and Napoleon. The Bulldogs have won the last 3 meetings against the Wildcats. In the second, Abel Rubio takes the ball into the end zone. Defiance leads 22-7. Let's jump ahead to the fourth quarter. With 18 seconds left in regulation, Rubio punches in a game-tying touchdown. We're not at 28, but in overtime, the Bulldogs would fall in heartbreak fashion, 35-34.
And that's all we got for tonight, guys. Heck of a night. First night, we got 15 games covered. Can't wait to see what's next.
That's right. We'll be here next Friday night for your Football Friday Night, Episode 2.
Can't wait for it. Good night, everyone.